Are you crypto curious? Are you ready for the next big revolution? Well, you're gonna find out now. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So we're gonna be talking about Humbl. That's what we talk about on this channel. That's why you subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Then make sure you hit that notification button so you can get all the latest things that are happening with Humbl, and it'll be good for you. Now, before I go any further, I have to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. I'm here to just share information of things I find, learn, or otherwise discover in all ways. If you need a financial advisor, please seek the help of somebody who is a financial advisor, a stockbroker. I am not that person. I am, however, an electrician who just so happens to like to trade stocks, and I am a big supporter of Humbl. I have been since I first found out about Humbl back in November of last year. So back in 2020. And we're about to go into 2022. Wow, what the year really went by fast, didn't it? So anyways, let's get into it. What's happening with Humbl? What you need to know right now. Well, first of all, Nick Carter had an event last Saturday. And at that event, there was displayed several different icons around the arena at the MGM studios. And Nick Carter was very excited, very bullish in his excitement about Humbl and what's to come. One of the things that Nick Carter mentioned is that there's a lot of middlemen in the space for artists and like brokers and things like that. And so with what Humbl is doing and NFTs, that middleman is going to be kind of like cut out of the realm, and this is going to give artists a lot more control over their own products and merchandise, so they have a much better opportunity to make money on their own. Sorry, brokers. So anyways, this is something that Nick Carter was very excited about, and no doubt there's going to be a lot of other artists as they learn about this are going to catch on and want to follow suit. We saw there was some QR codes around the place. Brian Foote tweeted out that they used that event, which there was about 400 people there at that event, Humbl investors. There was somebody there from a food organization, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later in another video. But the thing is that there was about 400 people there, and they're using this event to pilot a memorable experience that will no doubt be an NFT that you'll be able to keep on your mobile wallet. Well, we don't have the ability to keep our NFTs on a mobile wallet right now, so clearly Brian Foote mentioned that we will be able to be getting something for those who were there. I was not there, but I know many people that were there at that event are going to be receiving some memorabilia. And they'll need somewhere to hold that memorabilia, so know for sure, we'll know pretty soon here, because they said I think like 10 days or so that we'll be getting, those individuals that were at that event will be getting some special NFTs and memorabilia and all that. So Nick Carter, they talk about the physical, the digital, and then the NFT experience that individuals will be able to receive who are at that event. So again, this is a pilot program for the future. Some other really cool things that I've talked about. I've had a conversation with Kevin Waite, and one of the things that he mentioned, I asked him about was, are you guys doing anything with the Metaverse? So we were talking about blocks at the time, but in any case, he actually is invested in the Metaverse. He owns property in the Metaverse. So I guess, just like we can own property in the tangible sense, you can also own property in the digital sense. So if you want to live virtually on that island that you've always wanted to live on, well, now you can buy a piece of property on an island and live in the Metaverse, so that virtual augmented reality. And we know that Brian Foote, with his tweet that he had recently this past week, that Humbl is also working with the Metaverse. Go figure. If you're going to have all these NFTs, you have to have places to be able to use these NFTs. So now in the future, we're probably going to start seeing things that people can start using and buying these items, these digital things in the NFT, and then putting it maybe in their home, like a sculpture, an art piece that's, you know, moving around in the room or something like that in their virtual house. We'll have to wait to see how that all works. But more than likely, if you ask any teenager in the upcoming couple years, they'll probably be able to tell you all about the Metaverse. But we know Facebook is getting into it because they had their rebranding of their name, Meta, and there's others going to be following suit, no doubt. They see this as a big opportunity. Also, Brian Foote tweeted out that digital currency, 87 countries around the world are looking to adopt some kind of decentralized common currency or common token that can be used internationally. So we're going to have to wait and see how that all pans out. But we can see without a doubt on the global scale, governments are looking at adoption of digital currency. Now, I do think the United States is going to be a little bit slower in this adoption process. However, once they follow suit, whatever countries are left over, likely those countries are going to jump on board and it will be more accepted and we'll be able to move money quicker and faster. For example, 1.5% of the GDP is in transactions in a government. 1.5% of the GDP of a government, of a nation. That's insane. I mean, that's just insane. Anyway, so clearly this is something that's needed on the blockchain. There was also a press release this week. Trevor is a athlete, he plays football. He is going to be part of that Humbl revolution. He's going to be cutting edge for that industry, the first one that's going to have the opportunity for people to help him to select his uniform, and an opportunity for people that participate in that have an opportunity to win memorabilia like football, jerseys, you know, these things autographed as well, and then also meet him in person. So, you know, if you want to read that that press release that was just brought out by Humbl, I invite you to read that over. Like I said, my computer just shut down on me, so I'm not going to go looking for it, but you can read it. It's very easy to find. Brian Foote also tweeted. He's been tweeting a lot lately. I like that. I just feel like we're leading up to something. We know that the ETX, we're anticipating that being on the mobile wallet here by the end of the year. Also the ACH. The ACH thing is just going to be a vehicle to help individuals like myself and you or whoever decides to be able to load money onto the Humbl wallet application easier without those restrictions from the bank that we're experiencing right now, or limits on how much money we can move because the banks are wanting to control. Obviously, they want control because as we put our money in the bank, they use our money and they make 7 times what we invest our money. They can loan out our money and make 7 times that by giving it out to other people. And of course, the government allows them to do this. So the banks are afraid of this decentralized digital currency. What can we say, people? It's coming one way or the other, whether we want to or not. But yeah, so we've got that on the horizon here at the end of the year. The ETX will be really nice when we're able to, you know, put money into the ETX and not have all the hoops and loops that we got to jump through right now to do so. And then we just let the Humbl platform that Kelvin Waite came up with, let his algorithms trade the cryptocurrencies for us, so we don't have to do that. It's essentially like trading the yen or the Canadian dollar back and forth from international currencies. It's like trading currencies, just digital currencies. That's it. Not a new concept. So we've got that to look forward to as well. That'll also be nice. We also have Humbl that's now verified by blocks. And if you haven't gotten a chance to see the new Monster Creative video plus Humbl, so now Monster Creative and Humbl are, of course, we know they have that partnership, but we can see them working together much closer. And the nice thing about this is you got to really check out this video. It's really cool. Check it out.
Blackout. Yo, kid, blackout. Blackout again.
Wasn't that a cool video? If you missed it, one of the things I talked about in there was about the Clio Awards, which is awards that are given to advertising companies, and these are international advertising companies, and Monster Creative and Humbl will be at those awards. So we'll have to wait to see what happens. Maybe there will be an award given to Monster Creative, and Humbl will obviously be able to benefit from that because they have a partnership with Humbl. What are some other things that we got that are going on that are exciting? We talked about the Metaverse, owning property. New NFTs are dropping just about every week now, or every day I should say, on the marketplace. NFT music coming, right? So we're gonna have like Nick Carter music, that's NFTs. So these are non-fungible tokens. So they're trackable. We can trade them to our friends, whatever. So they've got some options there as well. And I know there's a couple other things. It's always good to do some of our own research and not always rely on individuals like myself. And there's a couple other people that you can rely on with pretty good information on YouTube. But anyways, this covers the majority of the topics that you need to know right now. So I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.